Alright, I sort of do like the way that Tokyo ESP is going, because this episode was actually overall an enjoyable episode, because it actually wasn't a super happy episode. It was actually sort of depressing, sad episode to the second half. Then it became happy, then it became sad, and became sad and happy again. It's just like how overall also Murasaki-san, since like she did get like her new powers because a glowing fish went into it, and Pegu came through. Yo, Pegu, like when Pegu like reacted the way he did, I was like, oh my lord, this penguin is nothing to play around. Yo, Pegu is just so much power. He can literally take the glowing fish out of you. Like his hand became a shark and he went through his body like psychologically. It just like took freaking Hotokita clan's that guy Hotokita's powers away, and I was like, oh my lord, this penguin is like the most powerful person in that room. I was like, oh my lord, Pegu, you came through. And also talked about also like how that red hair female, whatever, the black thief, whatever, I can't, the black clan, the black thief, I'm gonna call her that from now on, because like also like how she doesn't really care about any what's going on. She's just a thief and she wanted to steal like this little thing that houses the glowing fish, and so she basically took that. And also so how she became like freaking Rinka-san's rival in a way. She's actually still with him, so like she doesn't actually hate him nor do they hate her in a way. It's like they're all like a rivalry, friendship and everything else. Like I really find it interesting because like she's gonna be with them for a while and she won't leave until she gets what she wants. And also like when Murasaki-san got her powers with her psychometry, and also her father and her daughter dealing with the fact that their mother died, and also freaking like Azuma-san when he met someone like freaking like he was adopted, his parents died in a civil war, and then it talks about that as well when he met like his adopted sister supposedly, and she finds out that, you know, she is something that you don't want to mess with. She's like the opposite side, like he served justice while the adopted sister is probably antagonist like everything else. Like the main thing of the episode is Murasaki-san this time around, since she did get her new powers, and also like she's trying to learn how to control her new powers as well. And like she also has to deal with the fact that like her father, you know, like her father doesn't really like monsters, so she has to live on her own, but her father really does care for her. And like she gave the father gave Murasaki-san her like her mother's memento, like a ring, and then she looked into the past. The end of the episode, I think this was legit the first time I actually watched through the credits of a show, because like it was just so emotionally driving. Like its emotion factor episode was definitely high with Azuma, with Murasaki. Those two characters were the MVPs for this episode, and I actually did really, I know maybe I said like 3 or 2 times that this episode was highly good. I think Tokyo SP is becoming a lot better than expected. I thought Tokyo SP was going to be meh. I thought it wasn't going to follow the manga and just like go really, but it did follow the manga in a very strange way, because the first episode really didn't follow the manga. I believe was towards the end, and then it went back to her past to find out like how she became the way she is, how is she so strong, and also the father was a bit of theme. I also did like the comedy factor of picking like the black thief, whatever. I don't know what her name is. I don't think they said her name yet. Maybe she did, but also the fact that how she loves her father and everything, and like how she said that if you're my daughter, like would you raise me well? And it's like how like she was never cared for. The red-haired female, she was never cared for as a kid, and like, you know, her parents probably abandoned her. And like how everybody needs something in their life, like everybody is missing something that they want to get, hopefully from the fact of having espers. Maybe the powers is a miracle to them, but to other people it seems like a curse, that they don't like it, but they love it because it gives them a chance to bond with each other and also get something they have never achieved. And I believe that's overall the episode, because of the factor like, you know, episode being played right now, it's showing me most of the gaps. Also like how rain, maybe I says one more time, explain that rain, that it shows that you can definitely see from it. And when the sun came out, everyone's all happy and everything, and they were like all bonding and stuff. Like they were talking about like Azuma-san's like sister's past, like her adopted sister's past, and how they met and why he wants to be justice. And as well, because when there's a person who's doing justice, also a person who wants to like propose, like, you know, like not serve justice. What was that word again? Like propose, I don't know, well, that whatever that word is, to be the opposite of what you are. So overall, a decent episode. If you have not watched Tokyo SP, you should definitely consider checking it out. It's definitely an interesting episode, an interesting anime itself. Episode 4 is one of my favorite episodes. I think episode 4s of each anime are becoming a lot better. I hope they do it the way I like it, because they're building everything else up with different characters. Hopefully next episode, the ending, the episode 5 is when shit's gonna go down, because we get to find out a character that we found in the first episode. We don't know who he is, and oh my, that was just a huge X-Men reference, and I cannot wait for episode 5. Overall, this show is going to be a really interesting show to watch, because I just love espers. They're so interesting. Well, if you guys did enjoy the episode, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also visit my Facebook fan page. I do have one of those will be linked in the description below. Follow me on Twitter if you're that kind of guy, and I'll see y'all later. Farewell.